This is a Headgum podcast.
Who doesn't love the good things in life? Not me. I love the good things.
Me
I love a
too.
little luxury and I love a lot of luxury.
I'm really into good things lately.
Me too. Unfortunately, I'm obsessed with luxury, and that doesn't mean I can always afford luxury. That is until I discovered Quince. Quince is my literal go-to for luxury essentials at affordable prices.
Quince offers a high range of high-quality items at prices within reach, like 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters from $50, washable silk tops and dresses, organic cotton sweaters, and as though that weren't enough, they also sometimes even offer 14-karat gold jewelry.
The best part? All Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands by partnering directly with top factories. Quince cuts out the cost of the middleman and passes the savings directly on to you and me, baby.
That's amazing. And I would also like to share a further point. Quince works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. I love that.
Oh, I love that too. And you know, I've been rocking and blocking and socking and walking with my Quince sweaters all fall and winter long. I'm obsessed. I have a cardigan from them I'm addicted to. I have another cashmere, like fisherman's chunky knit pullover. And I even got my parents both gifts from Quince for Christmas that they adored, and they couldn't believe. They're like, you spent too much. And I was like, I actually didn't spend too much.
Yeah, you're falsely accusing me of having spent too much when you don't even know that I got these items from Quince for you.
I'm innocent, Your Honor.
So give yourself the luxury you deserve with Quince. Go to quince.com/seektreatment for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
That's QUINCE.com/seektreatment to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/seektreatment.
Hey bitch, what is your whole deal? Hey bitch, just tell us how you feel. You wished for a sign from above. Well, here's a podcast about boy sex, fucking, dating, and love. Seek treatment if you're boring as fuck. Seek treatment if you're unlucky in love. Seek treatment if you just can't take a hint. Well, seek treatment with Kat and Pat.
Hey, it's me. So if you care to find me.
Whereas it's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Well, you know what I'm in right now?
What?
Today I thought this when I was walking around my apartment alone earlier. I'm in what I call a Weird Al mood, where this is when you just keep making like parody songs. There's two I can't stop singing. One is I'm sure everyone's done this already, but I just keep singing gay. It's just confusing sometimes to be so gay, gay, gay. I don't know if you like me. I think. And then my other
It's
one,
crazy how often I sing that song.
and then my other one is, gray poop on, make it spread it around all of my sandwich. Gray poop on, and it's sausage, hot dog bun, and then it's.
Gray poop on, that's what I want. Spread it on my hot dog bun. That's what I want. Oh, yeah, so it goes. That's great too, because it goes there too. Great poop on, my great poop on. It sounds like that's so funny because I had one yesterday because I was walking around the house saying that's that me depresso, which everyone loved. I was depressed yesterday, which is this is classic. It's like I feel like I'm not kidding. I will feel like I want to end my life.
Yeah.
I'm not being over dramatic.
Yeah.
And then I will step outside and do a form of exercise. And it's like I have downloaded a new personality.
Though I will say, I had like true lethargy this morning. It's so good. Weird. I want to be his ghostwriter.
We should have shared that with our guests.
I know. I just wrote it this morning.
That's true. You were in the studio.
I was in a session, as Maud Latour would say. And
we've learned so much from our guests.
I know, we have learned so much. I'm going to go to Maud's show in April.
Oh, it's going to be so fun. Great.
I was like so weak today. My gym is doing all new programming in a way that I actually don't like, and I'm almost like peeved by it.
Whoa.
And I just couldn't lift that much. And then this girl annoyed me at the gym, this girl next to me. And then
What did she do?
well, okay, my two main my two closer friends at the gym are both like, one is like going to different classes, different times, and the other one's out of town. So I'm like completely all by my lonesome.
Wow. And
then secondly, where my friend usually goes, there are these two girls across from each other, and they just were like, their energy is like annoying me already right from jump. And then like we were doing these sets and I needed 5-pound change plates and she had them, but like she wasn't using them. So I went to grab two and she like in the middle of her squat was like, I'm going to be needing those back. And it's like, yeah, like that's not the energy we have here at this gym. Like we all share. It's like, I will then give it to you after this set. Like you're not using, they're just lying on the floor. So now you just take them down. And then in the middle of my set, her friend, her ally comes up to me and it goes, I did a classic like thing where like she was like, oh, are you using these 10-pound ones? Like she was taking my plates and I was like, no, she's going to use them for the next one. I was like, yeah, but you can have them now and then I'll use them when they're my turn. You know, teachable moment.
You're like, this is the perfect moment to dunk on these hoes.
And she hadn't seen what happens if she knew the situation. She was in, her friend was hearing it, and I was just like,
right. And then you dunked on these hoes.
Well, I would just always rise above. But then I left for the end because I was being so like weak. I just was being weak.
Really? Well, you know, I'm sure I've discussed this. I am on my hot yoga journey.
Oh, yes, you have.
And I am obsessed with it. Sorry?
No, so how is it going?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm a core power obsessed.
Yeah.
But I will say I've been taking the classes but yesterday was my first time having a male instructor, not to get so gendered with it, but the class was so much harder. I was like, wait. I was like, this is not like for boys. I was like, no. So I was like, I need my girl here who lets us kind of breathe in or take it from the knees. He was going so hard. I had to leave midway to get a breath.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm up to 26 on my day count of
stretching.
So I think like, you know, I had
splits at Christmas.
I had splits by Christmas. I had I did have sexual intercourse, and I was like, I do feel a little bit awesome. more able. You know what I mean?
Right, to hook up.
Yeah.
Do any girls experience this? Like, this is so bleak, but I used to get so wet, and now I'm so stressed all the time, and I'm never feeling like having sex. It's sometimes like my brain will be like, "You're horny," or like, but it just won't like connect my body, and then I'm like not wet enough, and then it like doesn't feel good. So can any girls like? I mean, I know I can use lube, but that's like, I don't know. It's kind of like a buzzkill when you're like, grab the lube.
Totally. Can you watch porn and practice getting wet?
Yeah, certain moods. Like sometimes I'm in a porn mood and sometimes I look at it and I feel like nothing. I just feel like sad for the girls. I feel but of course they're empowered and of course we love it.
I'm in a place where I feel so intimately familiar with the female form because I watched Showgirls. I talked about this.
Oh, the film.
I've never seen Showgirls. I watched Showgirls, and then also like I'm rewatching Roni from the beginning, and I got to the part where like there's a big controversy where one of them has nude photos leaked at the end of season 1, and like and
which
it's
one?
Alex, the one who's probably with her kids.
Stop.
And so I just realized I'd never seen them. So I just, looked at them and they were quite graphic. And I was like,
really?
So I'm just in a place where I've just been seeing the female form a lot lately, for better or worse.
I love the female form. So
of
major.
Course.
It's so creative.
Yeah,
like with guys, God was like, chomp, 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 chomp. Like Legos. With girls, he was like, what if I did a little swoop here, a little swoop there, a little boop up.
Whereas I like that chomp, chomp.
You like that chomp. I mean, I like it too. Brian has the
every
perfect body.
These, we would write a song like this. I like that chomp, chomp, chomp. Not that broad stroke, chomp. I
like that chomp, chomp, chomp it up. With a little bit of Brian's body is so perfect. It's crazy.
That's amusing.
I know. So happy for him.
We should do it like thing where we sit down with the Black Eyed Peas and we go through each of their songs line by line and we like, now what did you mean by this one? Like, what did you mean by this?
And they're hooked up to a lie detector.
Yeah. And they have to say what they meant. I think that would be like actually so special.
It would go by.
Wait, now what else was I going to
Are you watching the Traitors?
I am, yeah.
Are you caught up?
I'm caught up. This is always the point where it's like still interesting. Don't you think it always loses steam each and every year?
I think it's opposite, where like it takes a while, because at the beginning you can kind of call out any name and they get kicked out and it's just like completely random. But then strategy comes into play, and then paninis are in play, and then it's like, okay, now we have a game, and what we have right now on our hands is a GAME game. It's really good.
Oh, yeah. I like when the Traitors are like against each other. I do think it's so interesting because, like, I've watched Big Brother from the beginning, and it's just so funny how for some reason that like true like Big Brother legends always come on and are just like make a complete fool of themselves.
Wait, who's Big Brother?
Danielle was like probably my first ever reality star hero. Like she was in season 3 of Big Brother. Good at it? I was in like 7th grade. She was so good, and she would always say this: keep your mouth shut, your ears open.
Wow.
And she like was just
she's struggling
so good
right now.
And it was her first. I mean, it was 20 years ago, and it was like
crazy.
It was like, and it was early Big Brother season 3, and like she should have won that season, but they didn't sequester the jury then. So like the jury went home, and she was funny in her confessionals, just like dunking on everyone, and they got annoyed, so they came back and like no one would ever her to win, but it wasn't fair.
How do you win Big Brother? What's the game?
It's just like Survivor. The game, for one, like it changes all the time, and it's not really good anymore. It's like overproduced, but like basically in the beginning of each week, there's a comp. They call competitions comps. Mm-hmm. So there's a comp called the head of household competition. Whoever wins that competition is the head of household, and they get to sleep in a special room, and they get a gift basket of treats from home.
That's so lucky.
And then like 2 days later, they have to put up two fellow house guests for eviction. Now, those are the house guests that at the end of the week will be eligible to be voted out. But before the vote out, there's another comp. This is, of course, is the power of veto comp. If you win the power of veto comp, you have the power to remove one of the nominees, and the head of household must replace them with someone else.
Oh, and I feel bad. My brain's wandering.
I know.
I'm trying to stay. I mean,
that's just the rules of the game. But also there's other comps where it's like sometimes you have to be on slop, which means you can only eat slop for the whole week.
What's slop? That's like what I eat when I cook.
It's just this like oatmeal looking substance, and they have to only eat it. And they have to,
oh my God, that's so sad.
And they have to sleep in the have-nots room, which is usually like dentist chairs for beds.
Wait, that's so scary and spooky style.
I know.
Oh my God, fun. Well, I just learned about Boston Rob.
Oh yeah, I mean,
how hot he used to be.
He's been I was never attracted to him, but he's been a big part of my life since I was in 6th grade when I worked for the student newspaper and wrote a story. I cracked a piece that was with Survivor season 4 coming down the pike. Who were the contestants to watch out for?
And you said, watch out. You warned the community.
I don't remember. I did like a short list. I remember Visepio was on it, who went on to win, but I don't remember who else I was like, keep an eye on this person. They seem wily and ready to game.
Oh my God, like, and they're at large. I want to be at large.
I know. I know. And Rob was in that, and then he came back for All Stars and met his now wife Amber, who had been my favorite in season 2 because she just was like, and she was.
Who's Amber? I gotta look her up.
Amber Burkitch was her name, and she was Jerry's kind of henchman, Jerry Manthe, who was like a famous villain. And she never really spoke. She just always stood next to Jerry. I thought that was cool. Like when there was 2 girls and one of them was a villain, and the other one just stood next to her all the time. So I liked that, and I loved Amber. And then Amber came on to All Stars. She continued to like never really talk, but she like got it on with Rob, and Rob was so good, but everyone was mad at him.
Wow.
So they made it to final 2, and she won just for like standing next to the right person, which I think is cool.
Okay, they're so cute, and they have 4 gorgeous daughters. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. And then they were on Amazing Race as well.
Our show. They're so cute.
Grey Poupon, Grey Poupon.
Well, Rob can still get it, to be honest. But it is nice to see that his confidence comes not from within, but from external, from without, which is how hot he was.
So that's interesting. Like,
he has swag.
He was just.
You have to admit it.
He's just almost like not attractive to me.
That's so interesting.
I know.
He's kind of giving me Brian vibes in some of these pics.
Yeah, I could see him being Brian.
He's kind of meaty, like my Mayon.
Here's some. Oh my God! Here's some news. I have some news.
Go ahead.
This Saturday, in 5 days, there will be a return of Shelby Houlihan to the track and field circuit. Okay. She's racing a 3,000 meter,
and that is, of course, the one girl that I care about.
Yes, and
she is Mrs. Chorizo.
If you are nasty, then she's Mrs. Chorizo.
I'm in such a weird position. Sorry. Okay.
And it's interesting because like obviously like, things keep getting posted and then like everyone's like being really mean in the comments. But then it's like I'm going in the comments, okay? I'm looking at the likes of the comments and I'm seeing
Who's liking it?
There's some like other 1,500-meter women who are going to be competing against her. They're liking those comments.
Really?
They're liking those comments. So it's like it's going to be so awkward turtle.
It's
going to be so awkward turtle.
When you like a comment,
you never forgot. If you've liked a comment, we see it and remember. Yeah. Oh my God, I saw
life's so fun.
I saw people in New York that I turned my nose that
I was with them.
We both were we were both sharing space with them in New York, and I was like,
give me a second. You and I were in a space, and
I was like, I ain't do know you. You kind of do know them.
I'm wondering who you're talking about. At our show?
No.
When else were we in New York?
It was when we were in New York. What else did we do in New York? What's the one thing we did here in New York?
I know exactly what you're
I'm just
talking
not doing
about.
it with those specs.
Wait, so first of all, how is life? What was it like when you got back to LA? Because I haven't really talked to you since then.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a strange sensation. It's like obviously like the town has been through a natural disaster. It's
crazy.
I know people have lost their homes. So
it's horrible.
It's crazy. But, if you're not in one of those areas, it's eerie. Because if you're not in one of those areas and if you're not like in a conversation with one of those people, like the vibe doesn't feel like if you just came in, didn't watch the news and you just landed here as an alien from outer space, you would not be like, oh, this town has just been through something. Like, to me at least, like the vibe seems quite normal.
What about the air? It feels normal?
Well, the air feels normal, but I have been feeling under the weather for 2 days. And I'm like, have you been wearing a
mask?
I haven't been.
You need to wear a mask is what I
hear. Know. Well, my big policy, which is that I don't care if I live long. So that's why I wasn't wearing a mask at first. It's like, I won't do anything.
The 30
I ain't
cares.
doing anything to elongate this.
You're not... Stop.
There's one thing I'm not thinking. I'm like, this should be for a really long time. What's happening? But I like, but I don't want to have a headache I don't want to have a headache while I am here. And so I'm like, if that's your game, if that's your game to give me a headache, if you're going to wipe me out, okay. But if you're going to give me a headache, if you're not going to finish the job, then I'll wear a freaking mask. Don't start something, that you can't finish.
You might as well smoke cigarettes then.
I might as well.
Kind of a sexy habit. Could be kind of cool.
I think I don't know if this is what you had to say. I think it's so hot when someone's smoking cigarettes. And guess what? When I make out with someone who just smoked, I think it tastes cool.
It makes me wet.
Yeah.
It reminds me of something.
Yeah.
And that's all I'll say about that. It reminds me of something. So what? I'm still a rock star.
So what if it does? Oh God, guess what I just watched?
What?
What a morning I'm having to go to the gym.
My neck is so sore from my new experiences.
To go to the gym, get in what do they call? A huge blowout feud with two girls, leave early,
right?
Then come home, start singing Grey Poupon, start singing Good Day, and then to lie back in my bed and go on and to be fed by Instagram Pink and Kelly Clarkson singing Who Knew, and then to be like, I need more of like this video, and going then on YouTube and searching Pink and Kelly Clarkson Who Knew.
What's Who Knew?
If someone said 3 years from now, you'd be long
I know.
gone,
I would never know what that song's called, but
stand up and punch them out, 'cause they're all wrong. I knew better, 'cause guess what it's about? Her friend from high school who passed.
That's so sad.
I know, but
yesterday morning, I felt like I had no friends.
Why?
I don't know. You know how you get like that sometimes? But then I went to yoga and I stopped caring about anything because I was sweating.
That's good.
And I felt so lucky.
It's like I saw it on a building today.
Mm-hmm.
You enjoy your life every day.
I
saw it on a building today. I'm always seeing truths in the building.
That's the universe.
The day I got sober, I saw a truth on a building.
What did it say?
I actually don't even want to say because it's too embarrassing.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, I won't make you, but that's cool.
And it didn't even ring true to me, but I just was like, I don't know.
Oh my God, wait, you just unlocked something. What was it? I was in the car. Oh God, what was the word? I was in the car and I was like, universe, send me a sign. Like, how are things going to feel or whatever, or somebody, whatever. Literally a huge sign that said garbage.
Oh
I was like, hold. I was like, wait, next one. I was like, next one. But yesterday, Brian, I was like so down, and he said a similar thing. He's like, well, just try to do things you like, and I was like, I like being a movie star. No, I like doing my yoga. I like cooking, and I like hanging out with my friends. Sometimes. I went to Alan's birthday party last night. Alan
how was that?
coming. Major Laser.
Yeah.
Parvati was there, your girl.
Oh my gosh, how's she doing?
I don't know. I didn't say hello. I haven't met her, and I wasn't going to insert myself in a conversation I wasn't invited to.
Yeah, there's nothing worse, I think, than like a sweaty pursuit of a friendship with Parvati. Do you know what I mean? Because we're seeing it. We're seeing it all around, aren't we?
You know what I think of? It's just like, oh God, people. I can't imagine enjoying the thrill of trying to make someone
I know.
your friend. Like, I only enjoy the easy falling into a warm embrace of a new connection. Like,
I know.
But people most people we know make entire careers and everything of just trying to reach that next person.
I know. It's like
I'm so tired from watching it, but I should probably be better at it.
No.
Instead,
if
I see a famous person I like, I run away from them. I'm like, I don't want them to know anything about me and how bad I am.
Yeah, it's just no one cool is actually like that. No one cool is actually like choosing friends based on that. And like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take your nutrition to the next level. So whichever level it does happen to be on right now, I want you to think about the next one. So meet Huel. Meet my friend Huel. Okay. Today's sponsor, Huel, is spelled Huel, and is the global complete nutrition brand trusted by over 4 million people. I have went door to door.
400 million people.
Over 400 million people. I've went door to door knocking on doors, and I have, asked someone, do you trust Huel? How many people live in this household? How many of them trust Huel? And my tally has reached over 400 million trust Huel, which is unbelievable.
Their Black Edition ready to drink is a complete meal in a bottle. Need I say more? It's high in protein, low in sugar, and packed with all the nutrients your body needs to perform and feel its best. And right now, new customers can try it for 15% off plus a free gift using our exclusive offer at huel.com/seektreatment.
I've been using Huel. I'm really into tracking my nutrition and making sure I'm getting as many nutrients as I can so I could feel finally awake and have energy, which has been kind of a lifelong white whale for me. And it's been really helpful when I'm on the go to know that I can drink a Huel and know I'm getting a lot of protein, healthy fat, carbs to fuel my day and to fuel my thoughts and brain, but also my body. And also to know that I'm getting those micronutrients as well, all my different vitamins and minerals that really make a difference in how I feel. So that's why I personally love Huel as a tool, okay, in my nutritional story.
And I'm just a busy bee who thinks that Huel tastes so good. They actually taste like literally a milkshake, and they come in the delicious flavors of chocolate and vanilla. But the bonus is they're low sugar.
And Huel is designed perfectly to be a balanced meal. And the people who designed it are experts, and they've provided all the nutrients your body needs from a meal. Huel takes the guesswork out of healthy eating because you know what you're getting. It says it right on the bottle, sweetheart.
Access to quality, quick and easy meals hasn't been this easy in like ever, ... and tasted this good since like ever, WTF. Don't believe me? Take the leap and join the community of Hueligans with this exclusive offer for new customers of 15% plus a free gift. That's 15% plus a free gift for new customers with our exclusive offer at huel.com/seektreatment.
Huel.com/seektreatment. Unlock a healthier, easier way to eat with Huel. Nutritionally complete meals in minutes so you can focus on what really matters.
Woo! Can I tell you something?
Please go on with that.
Well, I just feel crazy because I haven't mentioned this before, but did you know that an estimated 5 billion plastic hand soap and cleaning bottles are thrown away each year?
Oh my God, I didn't know you were going to drop a bomb on me like that.
Well, if that's not bad enough, most cleaning formulas are 90% water, which
Oh,
is heavy to
God.
ship. Yeah, and that leads to excessive carbon emissions. Plus, let me tell you this, Mr.
no.
Cat.
Yes.
Those products are often filled with the most nastiest ingredients like chlorine and ammonia. That's a lose-lose situation for you and the planet, this big blue marble.
Everyone's losing. Both me and my friend the planet are losing. And Blueland set out to do something about it.
Wow.
They eliminate the need for single-use plastics in the products we reach for the most.
Wow, what the hell? Thank God Blueland's on a mission to eliminate single-use plastic by reinventing cleaning essentials to be better for you and the planet with that same powerful clean you're used to.
I know. And listen, like the idea is simple, okay? Like they offer refillable cleaning products with a beautiful, cohesive design that looks great on your counter. And it is true. All of their products, it's your dishwasher soap, your detergent, your surface like cleaning soap, your hand soap, all of the different containers are in conversation with each other throughout your apartment. And that creates a home space.
Can I say that I've been loving using the powder dishwashing soap they give? It smells amazing. It has a little bit of a scrubbing quality to it for my big pots and pans. I just want to tell you guys that Blueland is trusted in over 1 million homes, including mine.
And including mine too. We're both, in both of our homes, Blueland is trusted. And Blueland has a special offer for listeners. Right now, get 15% off your first order by going to blueland.com/seektreatment. You won't want to miss this. Blueland.com/seektreatment for 15% off. That's blueland.com/seektreatment to get 15% off.
Okay, put your hands up. Who's planning a trip to Provincetown this year?
Leave them up while I count them. Oh my gosh. Okay, wow. So many people. Okay, yes. Many of you are planning a trip to Provincetown. And guess what? I have one command to everyone who has their hands up as someone going to Provincetown. Be you in Provincetown.
Woo!
It's a beautiful mosaic of cultures where everyone is welcome. I love that Provincetown is so welcoming to everyone, embraces a kaleidoscope of folks. Love is a kaleidoscope chaperone. P-Town is always an adventure filled with mischief, sizzle, queer, magic, pride. That's why I love Provincetown. It's queer, it's quirky, you can be yourself, and it's always a fabulous time.
One of my favorite things is you can strut your stuff with your squad, or be solo, or just go hand in hand with your sweetheart. If you like glamour, dining, dancing, check. Entertainment, hiking, biking, check. Beaches, and an overall unique experience, check. You will find it all in Provincetown.
P-Town has so many fun theme weeks for everyone LGBTQ+, like Pride, classic theme, Girl Splash, a more, unique theme, Bear Week, I'm going to let you go ahead and guess what that is, and Family Week, which focuses on family, plus Carnival, and Trans Week.
If you've been before or it's your first time, you deserve to enjoy life on the wild side. For more info, go to ptowntourism.com, the official guide to Provincetown. That's ptowntourism.com. Anyway, but I did go out last night, and then this morning I saw a friend of the pod, Simone Nathan, who's my number one girl, heaven on earth.
Oh, I love that.
She's just here for a few days, and she warms my heart like no other. And she's one of my friends who, when I see her, this is a rare quality, just makes you feel so much better about everything, and like life isn't going to be bad.
Yeah. That's what my song Grey Poupon's about.
Yeah, 100%.
I will say, Soul Siobhan does, it can reset things for you in the middle of the day.
What?
It could reset things for you.
100%. It's a
Life's
very
so fun.
potent song.
Life's so fun. Do you know what I mean?
Life is fun, and we make it not fun.
I know. That's the thing. And that's what inspired my work, Grey Poupon.
You know why my life's been fun lately? Let me tell you this. Life's so fun. Love Island All-Star Season 2 is really good. Salt Lake City and the Traitors. When you have a big chunk of TV to watch, that's
special.
One of God's gifts.
It is special. Mary's necklace in the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion makes it look like her head is not attached to her body, but rather placed on her body, if that makes sense.
A top. Juxtaposed with her body.
And, it's so funny because I was like, should I get, and I've watched a lot of, I haven't watched all the seasons of Love Island, but I've watched a lot of them.
You understand the community, the situation.
And every once in a while I'll get like a like, and I'll be like, what is this from? And it's from a comment I left probably 2.5, 3 years ago. But like 4 years after her season on Zara from season 2's Instagram of her wedding picture, where I say earnestly, I'm so happy you found your happy ending.
Well, I am, because she was shamed for giving a blowjob.
I know. It's like,
and no one should be shamed for doing the Lord's work, which is giving guys head.
Yeah. I loved Heather McMahon so much.
Oh, that was
Speaking of blowjobs.
Speaking
That was restorative. Yeah.
She is so funny.
Yeah. I'll
and
give you
just
in
like
5 minutes.
effortless genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a real one. But
oh, so I've seen a lot of Love Island, but then it's like I go to like it's so funny. This happens with Love Island and it happens with like certain reality shows. Like I go to look up who's on Love Island All Stars to see if it might be something I might want to pursue. And it's like all these seasons I've watched them. I
know.
don't remember.
But you know what it is,
people.
Pat? You know what it is? Because we need a German word for this. This Brian and I keep laughing about this because they'll be like, look who's back. And I'm like, we actually do know that person, but they have had a fully new face since they were last on the show. So I'm like, oh, I do know the other version of her, but she has completely different features.
Yeah.
Everything's like twisted upside down. And she's like, hey, it's me, love. I'm like, okay. How?
I know. I remember like season 2 and season 3 because like those people were formative.
Those
like,
people were huge. If
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
No, I actually missed the most recent season of British, which I wish I hadn't because there is a character named Ronnie who is kind of like so normal looking. You're like, why are you on this show? And the girls go crazy for him, but he's normal looking.
I don't like when they bring in normal looking people to the villa.
The girls are really gorgeous this season.
Well, yeah, I feel like normally like in the beginning they'll have like all gorgeous looking women and then like gorgeous looking women and just normal looking guys. And I'm like, that's not fair.
But guys are so normal.
Yeah, not gay guys. That's for damn sure.
That's for damn sure. So Brian and I are thinking of moving.
Yes, for a while now you've been thinking of it. It's so funny.
I went to look at an apartment though.
I hopped on Street Easy to like look
It's
at.
outrageous.
It really, prices have gone way up even since I lived in New York. Even and I was looking at Williamsburg and Greenpoint. It was like completely. I was like, oh my God.
The reason I was depressed as well was because every time you move, you have this, okay, I have more money now. I can really finally, you want to upgrade every time you move.
Yeah.
But then you look and you're like, oh my God, I actually can't at all have what I want still. And I've been here 12 years and I'm like, when will I be able to afford what I want? And then you look, so my apartment, when I moved into this building was like $3,000. I'm sure this would go for like closer to $6,000 now.
I want your apartment so bad. Your apartment would go for at least $6,000 now.
It's crazy. And the heat doesn't even work. And there's no kitchen.
I know.
Shout out.
Shout out to that.
But no, if we leave, you're welcome to take it. The only thing is they sold this building, so I don't know if we're being kicked out or anything like that. But I went to look at an apartment. That was really nice, but it was off the Grand Stop, and it was like $6,000. I'm like, this is crazy.
I know.
I guess 6 between 2 people isn't as crazy.
That area of Williamsburg is kind of the best area of Williamsburg. Like at East, like between Graham and Grand, like. Or do you want like Bedford style?
I literally want to be on the Bedford stop. I want to be. I want to be in the Apple store.
But then you might as well go to Manhattan and stay in Manhattan because that's all those kinds of apartments are like.
I agree, but I do think you pay the same in Williamsburg, but your place is a little bigger.
I think it's not even in that part of Williamsburg.
So we might go like far up into Greenpoint instead.
That's kind of cool.
Well, it is. At least it's not near trains, but it's like at least it's neighborhoody. It's like you can build a life there.
And if you go high up enough, like Matt used to live like high up enough that you then walk to the 7, and that could be something.
As the girl who loves to see a Broadway show, I wouldn't mind walking to the 7.
Yeah, and then also, you know what? Long Island City is. Well, we're talking about the 7. Long Island City is so nice.
That's a non-starter, as they say. I'm not moving.
Bethany goes on a date with somebody who lives in Long Island City in season 2.
Long Island City? I don't know. I'm not knowing about that.
It's where Creaking the Cave is, question mark.
No, I know, but it's the kind of thing you get off the train and you're like, where the hell am I? Anyways, so I ran my new hour. It's starting to come together.
How'd it go?
I actually am so happy with how it went. Like the first one was kind of messy, but then even by the second one, I was like, oh, okay, I can kind of I'm beginning to see like what's working, and it does feel really good. I
did a show this weekend and I was like, I think I can, if I just sit down and like write down little things each night, which I think I feel like doing. I'm going to post a thing for when I'm going to post this and listeners can reach out. Here's the real tea. It's piping hot and you might burn yourself on it, especially the roof of your mouth, which is a little bit more sensitive.
That's why we need cold cheese.
I want to post a story that's like, what are your favorite stories I've told on the podcast or started telling and lost my train of thought for book purposes? But then I'm also going to post a story that's like, let me do your stand-up shows. Because it's like, I want to do a
That's
special
so
with you.
smart. Because I met with this guy who was like, the stories you guys tell on the pod, like those are episodes of TV shows. I was like, where?
Yeah, I know. Point to point.
I
Are
was
the,
like,
are the episodes in the room
in
with
the
us
room
right
with
now?
us? Yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, if we could have a scribe come and decode.
Well,
what we
you know, I
said.
tried to. I was like, let me go back and listen. And so I went back and I
To
listened
the
to
podcast.
I went back and listened to the first episode with Io.
I wouldn't wish listening to our podcast on my worst
I mean,
enemy.
I couldn't do it. It caused me what I could only describe as physical pain. So I had to
You know
stop.
what?
That's why I need the listeners to reach out and tell me like what stories that you'd like to hear, what you would like to hear go more into depth and whatever.
I know. I mean, sometimes I'm like, it's so embarrassing what we've done. And sometimes like, wait, no, it literally is Joan Didion. Like we were showing you what it was like to be alive in this chunk of time. And that's what we have to offer the world. And then we move on.
Do you know what needs to be legalized?
What?
People who write Substacks in a way where you can tell they're trying to be Joan Didion. Like it
Now,
needs to
Substack-
be.
We've hit a wall with Substack, I have to say.
There's certain Substacks I'm seeing on my page, and it's like, oh my God, this is so painful to watch someone try so hard to be Joan Didion.
I know.
Like, that's of course what's so paralyzing about trying to write is I'm so hypercritical. And then my work is so bad. So it's
being
like,
Joan Didion.
yeah. And so it's like whatever.com.
I know I haven't been, I'm trying to be kind to myself and just say like, you know, it's okay to just work on one thing.
Yeah.
And all my energy is going into my live performance right now. Because I'm going to London in 2 weeks. By the way, listeners.
Oh, that's so fun.
Listeners, I'm doing work in progress shows at Soho Theatre in London, February 18th through March 1st. So it's actually selling out really fast. So get your tickets, bitch.
I want to go to London and do my shows.
Come on over.
Come on over.
Come on over, baby. So good.
Mama, I got to think of a Weird Al for that. Maybe that's what I'll do is Weird Al.
Come on over. Let me think.
I saw someone, I'm like the biggest bitch in town, but like I saw someone post like,
What?
I don't know, they were just doing a thing and their bit was just like a Weird Al style thing where they like did a popular song and they changed the words. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, actually, I got scared because Brian sent me a video of this guy like joking about what his girlfriend ate. And it was like to the tune of like Semi-Charmed Life. And I was like, is this what you think I do for a living?
Or no, because you're doing original music.
Always. Give me
Yeah.
You know, I bought a piano, a keyboard.
Oh,
Isn't that
cool.
cute?
Yeah.
So I can, because I don't know how to play it, but can't hurt.
When I was little, really wanted to get learn piano, but no one like really supported that dream. And I also didn't fight for it.
You should get one now because it's a great way to unwind.
Yeah.
It's just
Imagine.
it's so like puzzle mode. Like your brain is working in a way that would never work when it's just looking at your phone.
Totally. Well,
And
I'm
I
like,
got mine on Amazon for $600, which actually isn't too crazy if you think about it.
no, it's actually not. I'm
For a
done.
lifetime of music and laughs.
I'm 1,000% done with my phone.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Like
What happened on it?
It's just ruining my brain. Like I feel my brain being so bad. Like it's not even, I have to break through it free. I don't care about Instagram. I don't care about followers. I'm over
People
it.
love to be like, we're going to look back on this like we looked back on smoking.
I know. We
But
are
we
going to.
will. We already are there, but no one's fixing it.
I know.
That's why I was like kind of wanting TikTok to just go away, but it's actually just still here.
Me too. It
Yeah.
all needs to go away. I'm not doing it.
know.
I'm not caring about followers. I
Do
refuse.
you know what my brother told me? Well, first
What?
of all, there are people with very few followers who have like a career I would love, and people with very high followers who have a career I wouldn't want. So it doesn't
1,000%.
It doesn't reflect. I do think it's cool. I wouldn't mind having more because I would like to make money, like posting about like a bag.
Yeah.
And if you have a brand, I would love to get paid to post about it. But that's the perk that I yearn for beyond more than anything else.
Yeah.
To be like, because I know people make crazy money doing that, and I'm really.
Really?
If I'm going to pay $6,000 for an apartment, I better
It's
start
insane.
logging some coin in the bank.
I know, but at least you have a partner to like
I know.
split the rent with.
I know, I'm so lucky. But wait, what was I going to say? And you know what? I love him more every day.
That's amazing.
It really is. I mean, obviously sometimes he drives me. There's like weeks where I'm like, just like stop.
Yeah.
But for the most part, when I look at him now, I'm like, this is even better than the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, before followers, I was saying, oh, my brother told me You're supposed to try and strike up a conversation with someone you don't know every day. Then it's good for your mental health. And then we need to be out in the world more.
I know, and that's why, do you know what I'm doing starting last night?
What?
Separate from like journaling, I'm diarying.
Like this is what I did. Like I'm dying.
Yeah,
I'm dying.
Like today, when I say at the end of the day, I'll just write, ask girl for £5 play at the gym. She gave me a weird look and snapped her friends
That's
and asked
genius.
for me back. And then I'll.
That's like what I want to read from you.
And then walked around my apartment singing Grey Poupon.
that will be like, that's what you want to read when you look back in 10 years. Like, what was I talking about?
I know, because I don't remember anything. Remember, I used to, like, in the beginning of the podcast, I feel like I would tell you stories, and I never forgot anything. And now I look back at my life.
No, you still don't. Like, the things you recall it's crazy.
I'm not, but when I sit down to write them, I'm like, I can't remember.
That's such a Pat phrase. I can't remember.
It's so fair. People have been saying that lately, but I'm like, I don't even think of it as a phrase. I thought everyone did that. Isn't that like a common contraction for remember?
No.
Really?
We'd be like, remember this? I mean, no, it's not like that's so funny. I can't remember. No, I've never heard anyone but you say that.
That's like,
you're so singular, babe. Like, they're literally, you can't compare yourself because there's no one like you.
Yeah, I love when someone says a saying that they think is like a saying, but you're like, no one's ever said that.
That's like Ramona Core.
Yes. What did I tell you about Jen's? I think this is fine to say.
Oh yes, salt.
The spice don't stick to the chicken, meaning that a conversation with someone doesn't seem to carry over to your next conversation with them.
Yeah, that's so made up.
I know, but it's so
funny.
fun to say. It's like the spice doesn't stick to the chicken with them. It's such a fun thing to say.
You know, I didn't talk to anyone really random yesterday. I keep thinking maybe my yoga class will become a community, but no one talks to me there.
Oh, you have to build community in your yoga class. That'll be so good.
Some of the girls were talking to each other, but not me. But I think because they came as friends.
But then they're
all younger than me, I think.
Yeah, you go up and say something funny and they lose their mind over it.
I keep being like, at least one of you has got to be a fan at this rate.
I had the most intimate hug with an older straight man today. I don't know what about it. I was like, why is this so vulnerable?
Get my dad's name out of your mouth.
It was just like so vulnerable.
God, it feels so good to be held.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh my God, someone was hugging someone long when I was trying to walk by 9 days ago. Someone was in my path holding someone for a long time.
Dear diary.
9 days ago, I was trying to get out of a room, but the door was being blocked by someone holding someone for long.
That's there's a vignette from a poem that I love of two women hugging on the street. And if you know what I'm talking about, tell me what the name of the poem is. It's not coming to my mind right now, but there's a poem about two women hugging on the street. And maybe I actually do know what it is. Yep. I believe it's a Joe Bolton poem, one of my favorites. If you know, you know. About two women hugging on the street.
Strangers?
Think about that. I don't remember.
Yeah. God, I feel bloated.
Two girls discover a secret in a hidden line of poetry.
Wow.
I, who wrote the poem, do not know the secret.
Wait, what?
It's an amazing poem. I think it's Denise Levertov. I'm bastardizing it, of course. Of course.
There's one thing my girl's gonna do is a bastardize.
Bastardize as fuck. But she says these girls discover a secret. This is what poems are. She says, I wrote the poem and I don't even know what they're connecting over, but that's the whole beauty of it.
Yeah.
It's heaven.
I know.
That's why it's funny when someone like interviews you about your work and they're like, and when you did this, and I was like, I didn't even know I did that.
Yeah.
But work.
Yeah. But sometimes people...
It's me. And that's, you remember my song when I was skiing, I was like, let's ski.
Sometimes, whatever. I'm being such a little see you next Tuesday today. I was just going to like...
What happened?
No, I was going to leave more dead bodies on the floor even than I've already left.
Go ahead. It's been a while since we've had a Just Us.
I know. No, just sometimes I'll see people getting interviewed about the work and the interview. And then you did this thing that completely explores like the randomness of being a millennial. And I'm like, that person didn't do that. Like that's your interviewer. That's your journey. And you're completely making up what this person did. And like, the person you could tell knows that they didn't do it, but they're like, in that moment, they decide to just be like, I'm taking it. And they're like, yes. Like you could see them like accept it. And it's like, bitch, get out of here with that. You did not explore the randomness of being in a millennial.
The randomness of being in a millennial. You know what I did? I was so naughty baby this morning. Full bagel.
Yeah.
I've been eating whatever I want.
You have to. You have to enjoy your life. I make at lunch I've been having chicken and rice for breakfast because
I love that. I eat lunch for breakfast usually.
But now I might have a prepper lunch. So
A proper lunch
I had a burger yesterday, a double cheeseburger
from
For the Win.
your favorite.
It's like losing its charm for me. It's losing its southern charm.
Yeah.
I just
you and I talked about Southern Charm, and you were like telling me to dive back in.
Yeah, and you did.
I did, but then Brian was like, "Can we start from the beginning?" Because he'd never seen it, and he was
Oh,
like,
I was thinking about starting from the beginning.
It's
love
amazing.
it. Yeah.
It's it's the craziest. It's so bonkers.
I know that girl who wears gloves, who's only in one season.
But I haven't gotten to her.
Oh no, she's like in the first season. She's like Whitney's friend. She lives in a big house. And
my God.
Cameron's like, "How'd you pay for this house?" Because she doesn't have a job, and she has my bank account.
I was just going to say, because she goes, "I pay for it with my bank account." I'm like, that's not a way to answer a question.
Got her live show and we asked those people how they knew each other, and they said from being friends. It's
yeah. What's that called?
I don't know, but like
that girl with the short hair and oh my God. But Brian,
what was her name?
I have no memory.
I just remember she wore gloves once, but like
it's not Danny, but it's something like that.
I wanna attack Whitney. I wanna attack him. It's in Daily Mail. Whitney is attacked.
I want to attack him. That's so fun. Fuck, kill, marry, attack.
Yeah. I love Cameron so much. I'm sorry. I just love her.
I actually find her quite annoying in the first season.
If you were a junior when Real World San Diego was on air.
She was on that?
She was the young blonde who made out with Brad in the jacuzzi till their mouths hurt.
Oh my God. What I wouldn't give to have my mouth just rubbed into submission. You know what it is? That makes sense then, because on this season so far, she's not in any of the drama. She's just like there to talk about it. And I'm like, get in on it or leave. It's very like me being Lala. I'm like, you can't just come and pick up a paycheck.
But
we show our lives on this show.
She has like a normal fiance. And I actually do think she's charming enough that she's additive even without the drama. Like I do want that Greek chorus.
Cameron Eubanks.
Yeah, Cameron Eubanks.
It's such a good like name from literature.
Yeah.
Oh, the Eubanks girls.
Oh, God, I miss her so much.
Dive back in?
She should go on Traitors.
She would be a great
I saw this tweet and it's so true. Imagine Meredith Marks at a round table.
Wait, this is actually so juicy. Have I told you that my friend was sitting next to Seth Marks on a plane?
Yes, you did. Oh, I have to tell someone that.
And he posted an inspirational quote and then name searched himself on Twitter. And that's
Was that your friend who's my ex? Which friend was it? Oh, it was your friend who's the clip.
Yeah.
Your friend who's my ex is your friend who we used to call my ex.
Yeah, I know. Who your friend asked me about.
I know.
I'm knowing that.
But then nothing came to fruition.
Not yet. Still time. You know I'm going to Miami for fun on Wednesday.
Oh, fun. That's something that Beth needed once. In season one.
Like mother, like daughter. I would have done, I don't know why I did, you know why? I do know why. I was going to do 3 nights, but then 2 was honestly so expensive that I was like, okay.
So you did, wait, how many nights?
2 nights.
So are you going with Brian or by yourself?
I'm going with Hunter and Dev.
Oh, fun.
I know. So we're getting they're sharing a room, and then I have like a princess suite. And I said I need a room. I said I need a room for my tampons, and they were like totally. So I'm getting like early Wednesday morning and leaving Friday night.
Wake up in the morning and you're in Miami. Dun, 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 dun. I'm Al.
You are literally this generation's weird, freaky Al.
What will you do there? Now, vacation's so funny because, this vacation.
I'm sure I'll be in psychic pain the whole time. But
I want to get into this because this is exactly the thing of where it's like, because now it's like through obviously I'm projecting so much of myself, but it's like you do something like that, you go to Miami with your friends, you get there and it's like, okay, well.
More tired when you get home. First of all, I'll be exhausted by Friday. That's why I'm coming back early.
And you're kind of like, well, I'm still here. I'm still bearing the existential burden. You know
what it is though? I think this will be so different because I will be in a bathing suit laying in the sun.
Yeah. Are you going to get tan?
I hope so. I love being tan.
Yeah.
Remember, I was tan mom my junior year of
Yeah. I forgot about tan mom. We should have tan mom on the pod.
That's the kind of guest we need. Like enough.
I know.
Enough with our friends and peers and collaborators.
Yeah.
More tan mom. Splits at Christmas. Splits by Christmas and more tan mom in 2025.
Yeah.
I'm excited because this has been it's as to quote an Instagram post I saw, this January is really Januarying.
I know. People love to, it's like, actually January, guess what? It's a normal month. Like, calm down. It's like the Nicole Kidman AMC thing. It's like a stand-in for humor now is to dunk on the month of January. It's like, what are you talking about? Like someone was like, one thing about January is going to make sure you feel all 31 of those days. It's like, what are you talking about?
And I say, wait till you hear about February, Queen, because it's going to be the exact same.
Well, it's like every single day is the same of being alive. There's none that are good and there's none that are bad.
No, that's not true. I disagree.
It's crazy.
It's been quite cold, but I adore that.
Yeah, me too. I miss the cold, of course, dearly. I miss it dearly.
It's also so fun to go to Miami when you have to bring just like 2 things, and like there's no greater rush than carrying a super like light empty bag to the airport. Like no stress.
Will you all fly down together?
No, we all kind of just did our own
Even them
points. I don't know who they're flying, but as you know, I'm a United girl.
Yeah.
But I am flying. I believe I'm flying Delta to London because I had a credit that I had to use.
People in my life are always seeming to get credits on these airlines. I've never gotten a credit in my life.
Credit because I had to cancel.
Oh, I see.
Flight.
I did have that one time.
It's not that exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to be in LA right now, but had to stay safe. Do you have a crush of the week?
Oh gosh. Well, for one, I'll say I did see a really cute baby in line at coffee.
That's cute.
Do I have a crush of the week? I'm having this hot honey on a lot of my meals that I'm really liking, but I forget the name of it.
Mike's,
but here's but here's the thing about it. It's not that hot. It's kind of just honey. And I'm like, this is really good to put on like my meals, but I'm like, it is just putting honey on my meals.
I'm sure that brand does a version that's like extra fuck it up
But
hot.
I feel like I got that version. And I'm like, Mike, like go back. It reminds me of this time in college. I have to say this. Where there was an eating contest in the CAF. And if you won, you got free meals for the year. And there was like 18 of us. And then they revealed it wasn't just an eating contest volume-wise, but they were making tacos that were going to be progressively more spicy. And they weren't that spicy, and everyone made it to the end. And the person who was in charge of the cafeteria was getting really mad at the chef, and it was really awkward. And everyone made it, and he was like, "We can't give you all free food for the year.
Oh
Everyone gets one free meal."
Oh my God. That is like when I won an art contest in the 2nd grade and I thought they said I was getting $50, but it was $50 worth of art supplies. And I was like, well, I don't fucking want that.
It's crazy and that reminds me that I was always jealous of my cousins because it seemed like they did cooler art projects than me at the school they went to.
And that reminds me of how I have 4 cousins that are all born like in the same month. And I was so jealous that they would always have each other and grow up together.
Oh, wow. Yeah, of course. I had a cousin in my grade.
And that reminds me.
And you met my cousin in my grade. The public health official.
Oh, first of all, I'm obsessed with her and her husband. They're
imagine
amazing.
having a cousin your same grade who like works in like literally public health.
Oh, and her husband's a surgeon.
Her husband's an ER surgeon.
He's scalpel. He's saying, pass me the scalpel, mama.
You're in DC. They're coming to your sex show.
That feels like so long ago somehow.
Yeah, it was years ago.
Your sex show. What was I going to say? Don't know. My crush of the week. You know, we got to record these. I got to remember the things I think when we're not recording, but I will. You know what? I'm so sorry. It's so basico tomato sauce, but there is nothing better than a good chopped salad.
Oh, no.
And the chopped salad at American Bar with the chicken skewer on the side is so good.
You know, I went to a place in Beverly Hills that invented the chopped salad. I forget
what's
what it was called.
La Scala?
Yes, I went there.
I need to go there.
And then we walk out, and we're going to go walk around Beverly Hills. Guess who we see? Oh, Richards. Mauricio's parents, but not Mauricio, and all the girls eating at an outdoor table at the restaurant next door.
She looks like Demi Moore.
Yeah, she does.
I finally watched The Substance. Did I tell you that?
Yes. Did you like it?
I really did because I was just like, this is a comedy. I was like, this is like a gold sketch comedy.
I actually didn't really like it, but it's like...
I think it depends on how you watch it.
You go to gay jail. Okay, if you don't like The Substance, go to gay jail.
You know what show everyone?
I hate everyone. It's a problem. It's me. It's me high. It's me high.
To circle back, hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Do you feel hot today?
I don't actually, because I feel under the weather. I almost felt like sweaty at the gym, not from working out, just from like.
Maybe you're sick.
Yeah, I might be sick. There's a possibility that I'm sick.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is just making me feel not hot at all. And like, it's really hard.
Yeah, I don't either because I had something so garlicky yesterday that it's like still part of my microbiome.
Yes, totally. I think my microbiome.
I apologize to anyone I've seen because it must be leaking out of my pores.
I think my microbiome is thrown off because I douched, not to be too graphic, 3 times in the last 5 days because someone counted on me twice and then the third time came. Isn't that annoying?
And
but I think it fucks with your microbiome.
They did. Huge laugh, huge laugh. Wait, I just saw this TikTok ad of this girl being like, I smelled your pussy in class. You need this probiotic.
Oh my God.
All the comments are like, what is this ad?
It's not okay.
I know, it's not okay to be like that. Are you mad at me?
No, are you mad at me?
Not at all.
Okay, well, that's
when
our
a heart
podcast.
That's our podcast, and stay
tight.
Stay tight.
Yeah.
Stay tight, Truth Salutes.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
If you're boring as fuck, seek treatment. If you're unlucky in love, seek treatment. If you just can't take a hint, well, seek treatment. With Kat and Pat.
That was a Headgum podcast.